Hey, family, hey. Boy, I tell you. Well, listen, welcome everybody to Story Time, Story Time, Story Time. Just want to give y'all a whole fair warning, okay? Listen, I got kids, okay? And some of them are just deciding to hop in the shower. So listen, you might hear, Mom! They just got through swimming. Little son taught himself how to swim. I ain't mad at it, okay? In fact, I appreciate it. All right, so you may hear my name being called, okay? So just know.
And her name is Mom.
It is. It is. It better not be Ivani G. They better not call me Ivani G. I don't care if it is in the place to be. Don't you do that, all right? With that being said, y'all, welcome to Storytime. We are super excited to get into it. Shalom to everybody. Before though, because y'all know we hit you with a scripture before we dive into any book, because it's just not gonna happen. It's gonna be given off unbalanced, okay? It's gonna be given off unseasoned. And I mean, we don't want no unseasoned, unbalanced history. All right. So as always, y'all already know me by now. If I don't have a scripture pulled out, I go right to the beginning, because the beginning will preach. Okay, it will preach. Right. All right. You can get a lot from that beginning. All right. So let me go ahead and take y'all to the beginning, like I mentioned, in Genesis 1:1, because that's all you need.
Yeah.
Drop the mic. I wish I had one. Foundation. All right. So he said, in the beginning, that's what he said. Had the nerve, he said, Elohim created the heaven and the earth. You saw all my braces on that. All and the earth. Then he said, period. Period.
Yep. He said, let's establish this first. I created the heavens and the earth. Now let me show you how I did it.
Right. But that's all y'all need to know. It wasn't Big Bang Theory. Wasn't the dinosaurs.
Evolution.
Wasn't evolution. It wasn't atoms. I don't know what else they teach these days, but it wasn't that. Period. Okay. Mm-hmm. So with that being said, we're gonna dive into it, and we thank y'all for his word. Yes, sir. We thank you for it. All right. So we're gonna dive into a little prayer, because you know what? We just need this thing to be fire.
Yes.
Like he always been setting stuff on fire. We need story time to be on fire. All right. So Father, y'all, thank you for allowing us to do story time one more again. Yes, I said that. Mm-hmm. One more time, Father, y'all, to be correct. Thank you for allowing us to be here. We pray that you will have your presence right here in the building, Father, y'all, and right here. Listen, if you need me to scoot over, all you need to do is just speak a word. I mean, if you speak the word, I'm sure the whole table gonna go off, because your word is that powerful. Yes. But nevertheless, we invite you and everybody here. By everybody, I mean the wisdom. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Understanding, because we need you to break down this your word and help us to read it in the right context. Okay, as you will have us to give it out. We pray that you be in the chat, Father, Yah, that your people will be encouraged, uplifted, and be reminded that no matter what, you're the lifter of their hand, because they're chosen. Okay, and well, you get it. But nevertheless, Father, we thank you. We honor you tonight, and we invite your whole presence here. And Yahushua, listen, we ain't got time to be. I'm not one. Y'all already know I'm not one to be Father. Girl, please, we come to you. I'm just not her. Okay, and if for anyone that's new, well,
ain't the one.
You just now know. Now listen, you clutch.
What happened?
3. Okay.
Oh, you know.
Come on, y'all. Y'all be doing too much. First, y'all give me 8, then y'all give me 10, and then you hit me with a 3. I see increase, okay? Somebody might see a decrease, but I see increase. Nevertheless, the one person, doubled up. Come on, double portion.
It did. It's double the second.
Y'all doing too much. Okay, but I like that you're doing too much. Keep doing it. All right, so for the 6 people that's on here, one that may just stumbled on here by accident, quotation marks.
It won't let Linda comment. That's all right.
I just want to let y'all know that we're reading from the Sefer, okay? You can read along too, but just know that it's not going to be like your King James Bible or your NIV or anything such as that. So we're going to come for the names. The names are restored in this Bible as best, at least to the best of our knowledge.
That was just sharing it.
It was. I'm not even going to try to pronounce the father name, but it has Yahuwah here, and so instead of God, okay. So and the Son is mentioned. So We read these Bibles to reveal the name that has been hidden, and also to reveal many of the books that was locked up or just concealed from our eyes.
Yeah.
All right. So we read it from this book, and there's other books on St0ryTim3 that you can purchase, but we recommend that you don't do that full price. Okay. I don't know what your pocketbook look like. I don't care if it's deep or
get a discount.
if it's hollow. Okay. Get this 10% discount. Okay. 10% is 10%. Just remember that the word story time is the discount, okay? So know that the O in the word story is actually a 0 because we thought we was doing something. I mean, it ain't no secret by this thing, y'all know. And then the E in the word time is actually a 3 as a reminder to going back to the covenant, because we understand, even if it's in ASL, that we are chosen.
Whatever.
Y'all like that? Y'all see that?
Yeah,
all right. So nevertheless, we're going to go ahead and go to Auntie Shelly on the beach. And go ahead and give us a recap so we can come off.
Yeah, it's going to be short, sweet. Because basically, come on, we're still in this prophecy. Yesterday, Yah and YirmeYahu was emphasizing the pastors or the leaders.
Yes, he was.
Like, all that stuff you were doing to lead the people astray, all those lies you were telling, basically is going to come back to bite you. In the end, it's going to come back on you and your family, because you purposely led the children away. Because he kept talking about those people that talk about they had a dream. He's like, that wasn't my dream. Get to talking, he's like, I didn't tell you to say that. I don't know what Ruach told you to say. It wasn't Hakkadesh. So basically he was telling them, because he was like, you're driving people away. You're driving people away from me instead of to me. And for that, you're going to have to pay. So basically that's where you are. But it's so nice.
Yeah, it's basically, that
was kind of basically it.
So we're going, I'm going to go.
Yeah,
I'm going on 33, but we're on 39. Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm going to just bring you up a little bit so we can kind of get some context.
The flow.
The flow. All right. So he says, and this is Yahuwah speaking, or Yah. I'm not even going
Yahweh.
there. No, Dad, how you say it? Yahweh. There you go. We was talking about the name. And I was like, boy, listen.
Yahweh.
Not boy, because he's a whole grown man and he's my dad. But
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Oh.
Boy, I gotta open my head. There's no U, But in the Sefer it shows it as a U. So Yahweh. All right, but nevertheless, y'all, that's my struggle, not yours. Okay. What chapter? We are in chapter 23, verse 33. I'm gonna start on 33. Thank you, Auntie, for letting me know that. For reminding me to say that. All right. So we all there? Thumbs up. We all there? Good.
I'm ready.
Good. I'm ready too, because it's about to go down. All right. And this people. Nope. I lied on accident. It's and when this people or the prophet or a priest shall ask you, saying, what is the burden of Yahuwah? See, it sounds familiar, right? Because we went through this last night. You should then say unto them, what burden? I will even forsake you, says Yahweh. And as for the prophet and the priest, and for the people that shall say the burden of Yahuwah, I will even punish that man and his house. Thus shall ye say, every one to his neighbor, and every one to his brother, what has Yahuwah answered? And what has Yahuwah spoken? And the burden of Yahuwah shall ye mention no more. For every man's word shall be his burden. For ye have perverted the words of the living Elohim, of Yahuwah Sabaoth. Oh, speaking of Yahuwah Sabaoth, we had said that it meant, Yahuwah, our righteousness.
And that's actually Sikkenu.
That's
Yahuwah Sikkenu is the Yahuwah righteous.
And Yahuwah
Sabaoth
is Lord of hosts.
Yes.
So we just definitely want to make that correction. Yahuwah Sabaoth means Lord of hosts. All right. Dad, you want to add something? Because you mentioned something too. creation, I think you mentioned.
Yes, creation.
All of
Like
that.
all that is
Yes.
included. Yeah.
All yes. All right. So we just want to say that too. Sometimes we get carried away. Boy, and I said it yesterday with confidence, but that's all right. All right. For ye have perverted the words of the living Elohim of Yahuwah Sabaoth, are Elohim. And I say Elohim because back then the EL didn't even exist. All right. Thus shall you say to the prophet, what has Yahuwah answered you? And what has Yahuwah spoken? But since ye say the burden of Yahuwah, or Hawa, I'm trying to put in practice, y'all, to say his name right. The burden of Yahuwah. Therefore, thus says Yahuwah, because ye say this word, the burden of Yahuwah, and I have sent unto you, saying, ye shall not say the burden of Yahuwah. Therefore, behold, even I, will utterly forget you, and I will forsake you, and the city that I gave you and your fathers, and cast you out of my presence. And I will bring an everlasting reproach upon you, and a perpetual shame which shall not be forgotten.
Not be forgotten.
And this is one of the key identifiers of who we are, because everybody knows that the African American, no matter where you are, what country, what continent, have a reproach on you.
Yes.
You are, there is a perpetual shame about you. Some believe that you're cursed. Some believe that you're ignorant. Some believe that you just a single mother and you ain't even started a family yet, but they already put you there. You know what I'm saying?
Stereotype.
You're a drug dealer, and you you got all the degrees, but they already put you there. A place of shame, okay?
Yep.
So these are one of these identifiers of like, oh, okay, okay, because nobody else in the world has this kind of reproach.
Nobody.
And it's not to say like, yay, but it's also like, again, signs and wonders.
Exactly. That's what lets us know who we are.
Yeah.
Too many people looking at the blessings, you find us through the curses.
Yeah.
That's them.
That's them. That's them. Okay. All right, which shall not be forgotten, because I don't care where you go. Somebody gonna look at you and say, that Negro. I don't care where you go to Paris or Paris, you gonna be called.
Yeah. Yes.
Go to Australia, you're going to be called. Go to China, you're going to be called. Because the
colonizers are all there.
Yeah, right? And it shall not be forgotten. All right, so that's one word that they ain't gonna let rest. Every other word can rest, but they ain't gonna let the word Negro or nigger rest. It's crazy. You can't say the word retarded. Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Because we made it so negative.
All over the world, but you can say everything else. You can't say gay. Why?
Yeah.
But you can say what's up, my nigga. And that's cool.
It's acceptable.
It's acceptable.
You can't even say woman, natural woman these days.
Right, but you can say, look at that nigga over there. That bald head in there. And that's okay. All right?
Yep.
It's crazy. All right, that's the time we live in. But again, it's signs and wonders. All right, 24. And Yahuwah showed me, and behold, 2 baskets of figs were set before the temple, capital T, of Yahuwah. After that, Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babel, had carried away captive Yekon Yahu, the son of Yahuyakim, king of Yehuda, and the princes of Yehuda, with the carpenters and the smiths from Yerushalayim, and had brought them to Babel. One basket had very good figs, even like the figs that are first ripe. And the other basket had very naughty figs, which could not be eaten. They were so bad. Then Yahuwah said unto me, Then said Yahuwah unto me, thank you. What do you see, YirmeYahu? And I said, figs, the good figs, very good, very good. And the evil, very evil, that cannot be eaten, they are so evil. Again, the word capital W, of Yahuwah, came unto me, saying, Thus says Yahuwah, the Elohai of Yashar-al. Like these good figs, so will I acknowledge them that are carried away captive of Yehuda, whom I have sent out of this place into the land of the Kasdim for their good. For I will set my eyes upon them for good, and I will bring them again to this land, and I will build them and not pull them down, and I will plant them and not pluck them up. And I will give them a heart to know me, that I am Yahuwah, and they shall be my people, and I will be their Elohim. For they shall return unto me with their half heart.
No.
You reading along. Okay, I see.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Say,
you're right. You reading along. With their whole heart.
And see, Yahuwah is now starting to make their distinction. It's a bunch of them going away, but I have them in two groups.
Yes.
I got some good figs. I got some bad little evil figs. But the good ones, I'm sending them away for their good.
Yes.
And notice he says, who's going to be carried away captive? The princes, carpenters, and smiths.
See, they knew what they was taking.
Even they knew we ain't taking no bunch of slaves. We taking the skilled ones and we keep it up for ourselves.
Yes. And this is why it's so important where we don't get distracted with the label of slaves, right? Yeah. Because when you think of slave, you just, I don't know, maybe it's just me, and maybe it's my VSD education, okay, Vallejo School Unified District. Blame it on that, okay? But when I think of slave, I just think of somebody like, master.
Yeah.
That's
how they portray us, yeah.
You know,
about we couldn't read or write. Or,
right.
No.
Scratching your belly and holding your hand at the same time. Yeah. I think of that.
Yeah.
So don't think about slaves like that. Think of the best of the best. Architecture, however you say that. People that's building buildings, okay? Foundations. They had, if you read in Babylon, from Babylon to Timbuktu, talks about how these people that they took were building buildings underground.
Yeah. We had skills. We had mad skills.
Which is why they take us and, exploit us, whatever. Because they know who they're going to take. Yes. They just not taking no.
We knew how to get water into your cities. Just think of all those cities. They didn't come get us from the jungle.
No.
Like they would have us to believe. But even then, if some of us was in the jungle, we knew how to survive.
Absolutely.
You could say John the Baptist grew up in the jungle if you want to. He was in the desert. Eating locusts and wild honey.
Yeah.
But he wasn't dumb.
He wasn't dumb. So don't let so maybe that's not y'all thing, but maybe it's just me. All right. Verse 8. And as for the evil, because as always there's more. As the evil figs, which cannot be eaten, they are so evil. Excuse me, I was waiting for that part. I know y'all thought I was being deep, but I wasn't. Auntie Linda said that's why they had and have us building everything. I didn't even know. See, I love when we just make words. Everything and spell it. And take in the credit. Absolutely.
Yes. Because they can't do it. They really can't.
Unless they study us very, 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 very well. That's how they do the music. They study the way we sing. They study the things, the rips and runs. Boy, y'all just didn't come out and ripping and running like that.
They invented, they didn't.
They study us and then they manipulate. Whatever. Auntie Kim, she says, yes, that's what I had thought. That's what I thought until I learned what the meaning of slave was in the Bible. There is a difference. Yes. Girl, because I used to be like, oh. But once I learned that the slave wasn't really like a slave, what they portray, I was like, yeah,
because they'll be like, it was slavery in the Bible.
And they don't know.
No.
What I'm going to do, master?
Yeah.
Can I? Okay. No, there was none of that. It was none of that.
None of that.
They had their intelligence. They didn't know the language here because they wasn't from here.
Yes.
But nevertheless, we're going to get into these evil figs. They are so evil. Surely thus says Yahuwah. So will I give YirmeYahu, the king of Yehuda and his princes, and the remnant of Jerusalem that remain in this land. And them that dwell in the land of Mitzrayim or Dire Straits, and I will deliver them to be removed into all the kingdoms of the earth for their hurt, to be a reproach and a proverb, a taunt and a curse in all places whither I shall drive them. And I will send the sword, the famine, and the pestilence among them, till they be consumed from all the land that I gave unto them and to their fathers.
He said, I'm wipe them out. All them evil figs, into the fire you go.
Yeah, but
nobody wants to eat you. You're evil. You're good for nothing.
But then he says, I will bring all these curses basically, and these pestilence and stuff like that. And sometimes I'll be thinking, maybe that's just me going and getting a ladder, but sometimes I'll be thinking all these man-made diseases is considered a pestilence.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. So they done found little mosquitoes and ticks with trademark numbers on them.
These people,
please.
Yeah, this is crazy.
They
all that stuff.
All that stuff.
25. The word
capital W
that came to YirmeYahu concerning all the people of Yehuda in the 4th year of Yahuyakim, the son of YirmeYahu, king of Yehuda. That was the 1st year of Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babel. The which YirmeYahu, the prophet, spoke unto the people of Yehuda and to all the inhabitants of Jerusalem, saying, from the 13th year of YirmeYahu, the son of Ammon, king of Yehuda, even unto this day, that is the 20th year, the word, capital W, of Yah has come unto me, and I have spoken unto you. Early, I have spoken unto you. What it says, early. Rising early. That I didn't see that. Rising early and speaking, but ye have not hearkened.
Yeah, and rising early don't mean he got up early in the morning.
Okay, that's what I was.
It means he came early. Like he didn't like. I didn't come today and didn't happen tomorrow. I came to you early. I gave you time to correct yourself.
Thank you.
And you, because remember he was telling them all you gotta do is this, and we can stop. We can, get back. But they was like,
and
nah.
keep in mind that YirmeYahu was 11 when he got started.
Yeah.
So he been telling them early.
Yeah, he's saying Yahuwah been sending you guys some prophets early.
Y'all just ain't trying to hear.
Ain't trying to
hear. That neck, boy, that neck. Loosen up your neck. Okay.
No.
All right. 4. And Yahuwah has sent unto you all his servants, the prophets, rising early and sending them. But ye have not hearkened nor inclined your ear to hear. They said, turn ye again now everyone from his evil way and from the evil of your doings, and dwell in the land of Yahuwah has given unto you and to your father forever and ever. Boy, if he said that today, I'd be gone, okay? I'll be turning.
Yeah.
And go not after other Elohims to serve them and to worship them, and provoke me not to anger with the works of your hands, and I will do you no hurt. Sounds like a plan to me. Okay. Yet ye have not hearkened unto me, saying, Yahuwah, that ye might provoke me to anger with the works of your hands to win your own hurt.
Yep. He said, I tried. Look, I did everything possible. You wouldn't listen. And so now
it's time for this whooping.
It's time for this whooping.
Okay. This sounds like
early. I sent them prophets early, just like in the days of Noah. Noah and Methuselah out there preaching all them years. What was like 120 years?
Yeah.
Y'all just didn't want to listen. Listen in.
But see, that's how
didn't want to listen here and don't want to listen now.
Because sin got the best earplugs ever.
Yeah.
It's got the best earplugs. I don't care what's being sold at these markets. If your husband snore, I can attest to that. And you got to get some earplugs. Listen, sin earplugs ain't got nothing on the best. I don't care if it's $100 plus dollars.
Yep.
Sin earplugs ain't got nothing on it.
They got that noise canceling feature.
I'm trying to tell you. My AirPods got noise cancellation, but even the one that I don't know what Sin uses.
Sin got,
but folks can't hear it.
Yeah, Sin probably beat the Sin
it is the best.
Air ones. Yeah, you probably can't even see the lips move.
It is the best, okay? You don't hear sin saying, you don't see nothing, you don't hear nothing. Yes, Auntie Kim said noise cancellation on 200%.
Right?
Facts, because you be like, hey, don't go that way.
Yep.
There is a fire. But someone that's living in that lifestyle, they like, girl, it's just they got the heater on. That ain't no fire.
They'll go with a torch to light their way, and it's already a fire down there. They don't need no more fire.
They don't hear nothing. Like, girl, I don't know what you just said, but I'm gonna go anyway. You going the wrong way, huh? You going the wrong way. Okay, I'm gonna see you later. You ain't see. Okay, there's a cliff there, but you won't be seeing me later.
Okay.
Sin got noise cancellation. Okay.
Yeah.
I was there. Sure. I know. I sure didn't want to hear none of y'all. I wanted to do what I wanted to do. It wasn't even all that. It wasn't even worth it, actually.
Yeah, when you think about it and look back up.
It wasn't even worth it. I was like, man, if I knew how to sin right, you know how some people know how to sin.
Can't do wrong right.
I just couldn't.
Everybody tries.
I couldn't do it right.
Everybody has tried.
I always felt bad. I was like, oh, this ain't for me.
None have succeeded.
But there are some people that know how to do sin right. And I just be like, wow, you really did that.
They got busted, though.
Yeah.
So they
I guess they didn't do it right. All right, let's get into verse 8. Therefore, thus says Yahuwah Sabaoth, because ye have not heard my words, behold, I will send and take all the families of the north side, says Yahuwah, and Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babel, my servant, and will bring them against this land and against the inhabitants thereof, and against all these nations round about, and will utterly them, and make them an astonishment, and a hissing, and a perpetual desolation.
Ooh, perpetual desolation.
Catch that S. Whoa. Too bad we're not like that today. We don't see this no more today.
You know, of course not.
Because we all listen now.
We got this Torah.
And all the bad figs are gone, so there's no descendants of the bad figs here.
We got good things, that's it.
So let's go back to 10. Praise Yah. All right. Moreover, I will take from them the voice of mirth, and the voice of gladness, the voice of the bridegroom, and the voice of the bride, and the sound of the millstones, and the light of the candle. Listen, it's about to be real dark and ugly. It's about to be real depression.
Yeah. Your whole lifestyle is just gone.
Ain't nobody gonna be speaking of joy. Joyful joy. None of that.
No wedding announcements, no weddings to go to, no birthday parties, no baby showers,
none of that. Nothing that will give you a little hope.
No celebration.
Nothing that will lead to a little bit of light.
Yeah,
okay? It's just all dark. It's
all darkness.
Y'all ever been around somebody that just got a dark spirit?
That's depressing.
We
no
talked about
joy.
That. Yeah, that someone that's always like a Eeyore. You know what I'm saying? Just imagine that. Just depressed all the time.
All the time.
You don't even want to greet her. You know what I'm saying? Because you know something sad is going to out that mouth.
And that means they just sick all the time because their body is,
you know, 32 teeth is going to allow her to say something sad.
No matter how happy you try to make it.
And the tongue is going to support it.
Yep.
I can't imagine. I can't imagine. I couldn't do it. And I'm thankful that I'm in this time, because I'd be dead a long time ago if y'all didn't realize it already. This month. All right. And 11. And this whole land, okay, because he ain't talking about half.
Whole land.
You know how we do with the holes, okay? Be a whole person coming after me. And this whole land shall be a desolation and an astonishment, and these nations shall serve the king of Babel 70 years.
70 years.
So listen, that's a long time. That's a long time. Okay?
But at least it's a time limit.
Yeah, it is. It wasn't 400.
For the Southern Kingdom. Northern Kingdom, you didn't have no time limit. Because you just acted a fool the whole time.
My auntie Shirley brought me this water. And it's water in there. So if you're watching Auntie Shirley, thank you so much. I love my green cup. It's my favorite color. All right.
Shirley who? Marvin Shirley?
Listen.
I ain't saying nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 12.
And it shall come to pass when 70 years are accomplished that I will punish the king of Babel and that nation, says Yahuwah, for their iniquity. Okay, so they get a turn too. And the land of the Casdium, and will make it a perpetual desolation. And I will bring upon that land all my works which I had pronounced against it, even all that is written in this sefer, which YirmeYahu has prophesied against all the nations. For many nations and great kings shall serve themselves of them also. And I will recompense.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? You put
you
it
can
together.
Say recompense. It's the same thing.
I like it. Only that I don't, because I don't want to say it again. But y'all according to their deeds and according to their works, own hands.
So basically, said however these nations acted towards you,
I'm gonna give it back.
I'm gonna give it back, because you see when they went into Babel, so you have Nebuchadnezzar.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, but Nebuchadnezzar came out sort of like Pharaoh.
Oh, really?
Nebuchadnezzar.
He acknowledged.
He acknowledged, because he what did he do at first? Who's the statue? Is Nebuchadnezzar the statue? Yes. Yes.
The one in Daniel?
In Babel. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's him?
Yeah. And so he did the stat. He did some few things wrong. Yes. And then he got full of himself talking about walking around acting like he defeated, Jerusalem, like he defeated God's people or Yah's people and all that. And y'all was like, oh, really? Going out there into the jungle. Yeah. You know the statue, Daniel.
I was about to say the statue that Daniel saw.
He's the one dreamed it.
And that was excuse me, y'all. Y'all know I don't read this book.
That dream was in Babel. Daniel's in Babylon. Remember when he did that?
I didn't know it was the statue was of Nebuchadnezzar.
It's not of him. It just happened during this time. He's
okay. That's why I was like, wait a minute. I didn't know that.
And Daniel interpreted it. But Nebuchadnezzar, Yah sent him into the wilderness. He acted like a beast. He was eating grass. But when he got through, he was like, I surrender.
Oh,
I surrender.
I did not know that part of the story either.
So when he's saying he's going to judge this nations, but he's going to recompense them according to their deeds. Each one of them who took charge did something a little different. So you got Nebuchadnezzar, who ended up with Yah. Then you got, I think Persia was next. Persia comes in. Persia is the one who let them, after the 70 years was up, the king of Persia was the one that let them go build the wall and do all that. Who's the cupbearer? Nehemiah. He's the one that let him go. And I think it's when he died and his son took over. No, Nebuchadnezzar dies. His son takes over. He's the one who went into, because Nebuchadnezzar feared Yah so much that the stuff he took at the temple, he put it to the side like, we're not touching it. But his son went there, took stuff out, and they was having a party and getting drunk.
I think I remember
and then the writing was on the wall, many tickle. I don't know. I can't remember what it says.
I heard about it.
The handwriting on the wall, and then Daniel had to come out and say, "Oh, basically your reign is over. It just started, but it's over. The king of Persia about to come in." And you about that. Then Persia came in, and then they were under Persia, and then when the Persian king, they got let go, and then the other king comes in, and some of them didn't leave when the king of Persia said that some of them could have left, like Esther and all them shouldn't even been there. They didn't leave when they had the chance.
I didn't know none of that, y'all. But listen, don't be too shocked. Auntie Kim, she says, he failed to heed the dream that Daniel revealed to him. Okay, and she was like, right. Okay.
Yeah, because the statue was about all the nations that were going to take over.
Gotcha.
So we get
to
Rome.
I never knew that Nebuchadnezzar changed, was like Pharaoh. changed his heart. Like,
well, he wasn't evil like Pharaoh, killing people,
no.
but
I
he
know
changed
that,
his
but it's
heart.
changed. So he
Yes.
started keeping commandments and stuff like that, the Torah and all that.
Yeah.
Wow, I can't wait to get to that. I didn't know that, y'all. And
that's in Daniel.
And just to let y'all know, I'm an Old Testament person. Catch me in that New Testament. Ain't nothing gonna happen.
So he's saying whatever, however they acted according
their own deed, I'm gonna give it back to them.
I'm gonna give it back to you. If they were nice to you,
I'm gonna give it
we
back.
good.
Yeah, sounds fair. Okay, sounds fair. All right. So 15. I'll just say that. Yes, 15. For thus says Yahuwah Elohai of Yashar unto me, take the wine cup of this fury at my hand, and cause all the nations to whom I send you to drink it. And they shall drink and be moved and be mad because of the sword that I will send among them. Then took I the cup at Yahuwah's hand, and made all the nations to drink, unto whom Yahuwah hath sent me, to wit, Yerushalayim, and the cities of Yehuda, and the kings thereof, and the princes thereof, to make them a desolation, and an astonishment, a hissing, and a curse, as it is this day. Pharaoh, king of Mitzrayim, and his servants, and his princes, and all his people, and all the mingled people, and all the kings of the land of Uz, and all the kings of the land of the Philistines, and Ashkelon, and Gaza, and Ekron, and the remnant of Ashdod, Edom, and Moab, and the children of Ammon. Go ahead.
Okay,
please.
Remember, when you look at these names, you're looking at nations, and now he's making it plain. I mean, look at, so we know this. Yeah. So we know when he's talking about Pharaoh, king of Mitzrayim, and his servants and his princes, somebody went back to Mitzrayim and called themselves Pharaoh, because it wasn't Pharaoh who was in Egypt. Because remember, we are in Egypt now. There's a Pharaoh. We might don't know exactly who he is, but some Pharaoh picked up all the evil ways. Because remember, Pharaoh was a title.
Yeah, and his son. His son was worse than him.
And so think of just all these leaders, and think of the king of the land of Uz. That's where Job is from. You got Philistines. That's Goliath. You got all this. You got
Ashkelon.
Yeah, Ashkelon. Yeah. You got Gaza, Ekron, the Ashdod, Edom. That's Esau. You got Moab, and the children of Ammon, or the Ammonites. You got all these people, all these nations that are against us. And then you think of, oh, but wait, Ruth is a Moabite. Is she? Or was she?
She was.
That's what you have to think about when you think it wasn't. He ain't saying every single person in these nations, but it's few.
It's remnants.
Don't think it's just a bunch of them coming out. It's some in there.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's some in there that's gonna come out and say, Yahuwah is Yahuwah. I'm going, like Ruth said, I'm going with you.
I'm going with you. Okay, I'm going with
you. Getting up out of here. It's a lot of them other nations says, I'm going with the Hebrews.
Yes.
Y'all can stay here if you want to. Where they go, I'm going.
Peace.
That's the boat they getting on.
Listen.
Call me a stowaway.
I'm going. I'm hopping on that boat. Auntie Shani, she says, so I'm noticing a theme, and I feel like this is the way she would talk.
Yeah, so good.
I'm noticing a theme. Power changes hands with the nations, but Yasharal is always preserved. I feel like you would say it like that.
Because there is one over us. Yahuwah, he's the same. Who we gonna get better? We already have the best.
Yeah. That's it.
That's 7 He commands creation. Creation can defeat anything. You would do what you want, say what you want.
Yep.
Create water can take a whole plane down, a whole ship down.
It sure, yeah.
Birds can take an airplane out the sky.
Did. They may lose their life doing it, but they can't take it out.
All they gotta do is fly into an engine.
Sure can.
So yeah, they think they smart with all this stuff.
You know?
Creation will take you out.
Mm-hmm.
Like the son said, all I gotta do is drop a little low.
Low.
That's all I gotta do. Yah says, I'm 0ryTim3. I'm the one.
I run in space.
Mm-hmm.
And Auntie Linda said, yes, Nashawn, yes, as she's eating. She's eating something.
Is she chewing?
Oh, she said crispy. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, ready? Let's go on to 21. Nope, 22. Mm-hmm. And all the kings, and I'm just ask for forgiveness soon, right now, because he's giving us names. Okay. All right. So, and all the kings of Sor, and all the kings of Sidon, and the kings of the isles which are beyond the sea, Dedan or Bit, Tema, and Buzz, and all that are in the utmost corners, not rounds.
Yeah, and then even when you get to like Poseidon, now we getting into the sea. Poseidon is one of those gods. We got Neptune, Poseidon. They're the same thing, basically.
Wow, that's so crazy. All right, up to the utmost rounds. My bad, corners. All right, and all the kings of Arav, and all the kings of the mingled people that dwell in the desert, and all the kings of Zimri, and all the kings of Elam, and all the kings of Madai, and all the kings of the north, far and near with one another, and all the kingdoms of the world, which are upon the face of the earth, and the kings of Shishak shall drink after them. Therefore you shall say unto them, thus says Yahuwah Sabaoth, the Elohai of Yasharal, drink ye and be drunken, and spew and fall, and rise no more, because of the sword which I will send among you. And it shall be, if they refuse to take the cup at your hand to drink, then shall you say unto them, thus says Yahuwah Sabaoth, you shall certainly drink.
You're gonna drink this.
What you're not gonna do is think you're not gonna drink this. I now will cause your throat to be a little thirsty. Okay? You shall certainly drink. For lo, I begin to bring evil on the city which is called by my name. And should ye be utterly unpunished? Ye shall not be unpunished, for I will call a sword upon all the inhabitants of the earth, says Yahuwah Sabaoth.
Yeah. Look, y'all, he's saying, I really want you to think when he is calling himself by this name, by Sabaoth, Lord of Hosts, creation.
Because he's dealing with creation.
He's basically telling you there is nowhere you can hide. This earth is mine and it answers to me.
Yes.
It don't answer to you.
I'm not baby's daddy.
It does not answer to you. It answers to me.
Yes.
So so no matter where you go, what you do, it answers to me and it will give you up. It will give you up.
He is the earth's father. Okay?
You get to thinking there's somewhere you can. Didn't you hear David? Ain't nowhere. There's no hiding place.
Nowhere to hide there, baby.
There is no hiding place. None. You think you'll be safe and secure in your little bunker? Go on in there. When the earth don't let you out, you go to open the door and you can't come out.
Now you didn't suffocate.
Because you found out you didn't bring quite enough air. Go ahead on.
Well, okay. I mean, if you don't learn about the 10 virgins.
Yeah.
You can have that bunker all you want, but if you ain't
and the very fact you got to bring down their earth that Yahuwah Sabaoth made, created, did, you can't win. You can't win.
Y'all seen that movie? You can't win. All right, 30.
Actually,
I don't know.
That's a song.
It is. In the Wiz, but it's still a movie.
You're right.
Yes. All right, 30. Therefore prophesy you against them all these words, and say unto them, Yahuwah shall roar from on high, and utter his voice from his holy habitation. He shall mightily roar upon his habitation. He shall give a shout as they that tread the grapes against all the inhabitants of the earth. A noise shall come even to the ends, again, not rounds, even to the ends of the earth. For Yahuwah has a controversy with the nations. He will plead with all flesh. He will give them that are wicked to the sword, says Yahuwah. Thus says Yahuwah Sabaoth, behold, evil shall go forth from nation to nation, and a great whirlwind shall be rise up from the coast of the earth. And the slain of Yahuwah shall be at that day from one end. Did I read wrong?
No, I'm just like, like.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm doing like
from from one end, okay, of the earth, even unto the other round of the earth. Excuse me, to the other end of the earth. I just want somebody to know that this is a whole flat earth. All right. Not be lamented, neither gather nor bury. They shall be dung upon the ground.
He said, I'm gonna start at one end. I'm going to the other. I'm coming through.
So this world is not as big as.
And I'm leaving dead bodies in the wake.
And ain't nobody gonna have time to bury it. You ain't gonna bury nothing.
It's too many people. It's too many people. Y'all gonna
it's gonna stink. It's gonna stink.
First of all, most of y'all gonna be dead. Who gonna bury you?
If not all.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a stink. It's gonna be smelling like honey iced tea. All right. But nevertheless, 34. How? Ye shepherd, and cry, and wallow yourselves in the ashes, ye principal of the flock. For the days of your slaughter and of your dispersions are accomplished, and ye shall fall like a pleasant vessel. And the shepherd shall have no way to flee, nor the principal of the flock to escape. A voice of the cry of the shepherds and a howling of the principal of the flock shall be heard. For Yahuwah spoiled their pasture, and the peaceable habitations are cut down because of the fierce anger of Yahuwah. He has forsaken his covert as covert. Covert. I like that. That's what we're gonna go with.
I'm gonna find out.
All right. He has forsaken his covert as the lion, for their land is desolate because of the fierceness of the oppressor, and because of his fierce anger. Is a covert like a lion? So I'm thinking like habitation.
Not openly acknowledged or displayed. Covert operation. Oh, against the dictatorship. I think it.
Let's see. For he has forsaken his covert. What's the other? I
think it was.
Can't be high. Yeah,
because
he said like a lion.
Yeah.
So in that context. All right.
And remember these shepherds he's talking about, those are the pastors. Remember you explained that already. That's who they are.
Auntie Linda said it's a done deal. It's done.
Yes.
That's what she said in the chat.
Basically.
26. In the beginning of the reign of YirmeYahu, the son of YirmeYahu, king of Yahudah, came this word from Yahuwah, saying, Thus says Yahuwah, stand in the court of Yahuwah's house, and speak unto all the cities of Yahudah, which come to worship in Yahuwah's house. All the words that I command you to speak unto them, diminish not a word. If so be they will hearken, and turn every man from his evil way, that I may repent of the evil, which I purpose to do unto them because of the evil of their doings. And you shall say unto them, Thus says Yahuwah, if ye will not hearken to me, to walk in my Torah, capital T, which I have set before you, to hearken to the words of my servant the prophets, whom I sent unto you, both rising up early and sending them, but ye have not hearkened. Then will I make this house like Shiloh, and will make this city a curse to all the nations of the earth. So the priests and all the prophets and all the people heard YirmeYahu speaking these words in the house of Yahuwah.
So basically, Yahuwah says, go to my temple, Say what I tell you to say, diminish not a word. Now, the fact that he needs to go to the temple to say it, and all these people are going to hear it, which means they are living a double life.
Yeah, because they're there.
Because they're going to the temple.
Yeah.
So you're going to find them at the temple.
But do y'all think they're going to listen because they're at the table? Do you think they're going to take and say, you know what? He ain't playing with us.
That's what they would want to do, but not these people.
Okay. I was just hoping that was maybe somebody that was like me that ain't read.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
The book, Auntie.
I'm sorry. I stand corrected. No, not corrected, but I'll take my whooping.
No, it's okay. She didn't give it away. It's okay. It's all right.
Well, look, they know a background of the people they probably saw saying, nah, they don't do that.
Yeah. Auntie Kim said if they would really read the Bible, you would think that a good majority of them would repent and change their ways. There is nothing good coming to the wicked and unrepentant.
Nothing.
Yeah,
nothing.
Right.
And listen to what he tells them. Y'all think I'm playing. This is my house. But remember what I did to Shiloh.
Yes.
So Shiloh was where the tabernacle was.
Okay.
So he said,
he must have
when y'all acted up, because remember, they took the ark. The Philistines took the ark.
Yes, you're right.
That's not no ordinary piece of nothing. He said, I allowed them to take the ark.
Yep.
They tried to do little crazy stuff with it, and I, had to show them, what what happened. They put it in Dagon.
Yes.
Talk about our God is better than yours.
Yes.
I'm using God because that's what they use. Yeah. And then the statue was bowing down to the ark.
Yes.
He said, you better remember what happened in Shiloh.
I forgot that it happened in Shiloh. So I'm glad you brought that up.
That ark y'all thought was all that, and it was a magical charm that was going to keep you out of trouble. Did it save Shiloh?
It did.
No, it did not.
It did.
It did not. Did it say what's the name, sons?
Nope.
I can't remember his name. Was it Eli?
No.
Oh, it was Eli.
Well, they wasn't do. Yeah, Aaron.
Nah. Shiloh. Remember the sons was acting up. Aaron gone.
Oh, that was Eli.
Yeah, that was Eli's. Yeah, his two sons. Remember they was acting up, taking bribes and all that. Yeah, I mean, they came from a line of Aaron, so you can't say that. But yeah, he said you better remember, and not only that, you better remember what I told Solomon, Jedediah Solomon, when he built this temple.
Tear this thing down.
I'll tear it up. Don't play with me.
He ain't impressed about a house. He
is not. Y'all keep looking at this as a lucky charm. I will tear it down.
He's like, I ain't paying no.
So you better remember what happened to Shiloh. The same thing could happen to this temple.
Now let's go into 10. Are we in 10? Nope. 8. Now it came to pass when YirmeYahu had made an end of speaking all that Yahuwah had commanded him to speak unto all the people, that the priests and the prophets and all the people took him, saying, you should surely die.
They said, you finna die.
Wow.
Can you imagine? But
I didn't see it coming.
Just the mindset of somebody said, just do right.
That's it.
Just return back to Yahuwah. Just do the Torah. And your response is, let's kill him.
You're going to die today.
Your response is, let's kill him.
In his house.
Yeah.
You sitting here worshiping him in his house, and your response
is let's kill him.
You're going to die.
And you supposed to be the king and the priests and the prophets. Let's kill him. He talked too much.
Wow. I did not see that coming, y'all. Some of y'all already saw it because y'all read it, but I didn't. I was not expecting that. I was expecting some resistance. I knew it was going to be a no.
Yeah.
But I didn't think you was going to threaten the man in his face.
That's how evil they are. That's them evil fiends.
Ain't no hope.
That's why I got to get rid of them.
Ain't no hope at this point. Wow. Okay, so let's see. Because at least they're going to tell us why they think he should die. Says 9. Why have you prophesied in the name of Yahuwah, saying, this house shall be like Shiloh, and this city shall be desolate without an inhabitant? And all the people were gathered against all YirmeYahu in the house of Yahuwah.
See, they're putting too much emphasis on the Jerusalem and the house, the city and the place.
Yep.
Y'all said I'll put my Okay. He didn't say you're gonna act a fool.
Right.
It's still gonna belong to him, whether it's desolately.
Wow. Dang,
Dude.
is this the way he gonna go out?
Oh, well, I don't know.
That is crazy.
Let's see. See what happens.
I hope he ain't gonna go out like that. I hope he go out a different way.
Let's see what happens.
All right, verse 10. When the princes of Yehuda heard that it was time for us to stop reading.
What? No way. I think you cheated us. And I'm just going to say that just because.
I'm frozen right now.
Oh, is that what you are? I'm sorry. She's frozen.
You didn't see me? You right next to me. She just won't pick it up. She just won't pick it up.
Oh, this is so crazy. Sorry, y'all. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. Because usually he'll touch me or something and I'll get, oh, she's going to do something. Let me see. And I'll play along. But you just.
I went into the clip and then we was frozen and I stuck there.
Yeah, I didn't know.
I know because you was trying to
I just figured you was stuck.
Auntie Kim, she says, I have always said this world is a book. Now that you know who the players are, you know the outcome for the most part. You're right.
Yes.
Yep.
For sure.
You definitely know the outcome.
Yes.
That's why we got to hold on to our faith. That's why we got to, we already know we're going to win. That's our outcome.
Yes.
As long as we stay in obedience, as long as we guard what he told us to guard, treat people the way he told us to treat our people, we should be good for the most part.
Yes. Yes.
So we already know the outcome. But we also know the outcomes of them wicked ones. But they said that man, they was going to kill this man.
Let's kill him.
You speaking against this temple.
To die.
Listen.
And they're worried about the building and the place instead of Sabaoth, the creator.
Or the warning.
Yeah. They're not thinking about the creator. They're thinking about the creation.
Auntie Linda, you shouldn't keep reading. You shouldn't read. She said, I'm going to keep reading my brother Eric. I don't think you should. I think we read together.
Is that a threat?
I think we read together. I think we know that. As together.
Stiff necks.
We read together. Okay? I just need you to remember the verse that we stopped on.
Oh. Wait, where are we on 10?
Yep. We are. We are.
Let's go stop way up here.
Well, because I didn't want to get into it and then we had to clip later. I'd rather get into it tomorrow so I can know what's going to happen. I don't want to clip myself. I want to clip the people. Right? That makes sense.
If you say so.
Right. Why clip me? We just gonna all find out tomorrow.
Yeah, okay.
That makes sense. All right. With that being said, y'all, Shalom. Thank you for joining us for story time. We hope that you learned something. I hope.
Yep. And I hope everybody got through the whole y'all know whatever they did today.
Yeah. Hopefully y'all did.
Child was off the grid.
I can only imagine.
Put my phone on my desk. I was out. I was at what is that baby's name? Genesis school. So was at her room school at 11:20. I did a surveillance run. I didn't see no school bus. I parked in the pizza lot.
You were just
I was reading Habakkuk. It wasn't going to happen on my watch. They wasn't getting Roman and they wasn't getting Gypsy.
They couldn't get Roman.
They wasn't they wasn't going to get none of them kids.
Right.
I did a little roundabout and this man came out and he was walking by, right? And this is when I did a roundabout and I saw Roman's age group was doing recess. And so I pulled in front and I was just watching and the man came and he was like looking. And I looked at him like, what you looking at? And I'm looking at him like he's suspicious and he's looking at me like I'm suspicious. So he goes into the yard and he throws the ball over the fence and it's clear now that the kids know him. And I'm like, oh, okay, He had every right to look. He was supposed to be looking at me like, right, okay.
Okay, you making sure I'm good.
But yeah, no, I was reading How the Oath was what I read Mary, the two with Mary, you know, it's Mary and James that tells the birth and all that.
Okay.
It's a two, so it's the Gospel of Mary that tells of her birth with mom. And then the one after that, and then I read the pilot when I was cracking up at that one again. We got to read that one again.
Yeah, that was good.
Because to read again between Hasatan and Sheol, that is the funniest thing.
It's a whole scene. Yeah. And for those of you who don't know what she's talking about with the book of Hava Oath, it's actually one of those books on Sefer.net that you can go look at. Those books are like $35. Okay. And you get a 10% discount when you use that too. So yeah, so there's tons of
so
them.
When we were thinking about like the ends, I'm thinking y'all don't understand Saba Oath. Even down there, it's defeat. Like Sheol is defeated once, and you got to be the Kodashim to get out, and they gone already.
Yep.
So if you end up down there, you're staying there.
That's it.
You're staying there. When he tells you I'm wiping you out, I don't know you. You're going there, and when you read that, you say, "Man, I ain't getting up. I ain't getting out."
You're not.
You're not getting out.
That is your new resting place.
Unless Mashiach come to get you, and he ain't going back.
No, he only did it one time.
He ain't going back. He already got Adam and everybody else.
Yeah.
Y'all bet. Ain't nobody playing with y'all. Don't do it.
All right, y'all. So we'll see you tomorrow again for story time. Thank y'all for tuning in. And again, she mentioned Have an Oath, which you can go to Sefer.net, use your storytime discount, and you can purchase the book. And there's so many good books in there.
Yes.
YirmeYahu, they're all good. And yes, we have read them on Storytime.
Yeah.
But if you want to save a few bucks, then just go to Storytime and just listen from the beginning all the way up. You won't be disappointed. Well, that's my assumption, but who knows?
Yeah.
See y'all.